Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's recipe is a classic. This is stewed oxtail, slow cooked with loads of fresh ingredients, a bit of soy sauce, a little bit of sugar and browning to make it deep, dark and rich. Of course, we're serving this with rice and peas. So here's my recipe for oxtail. To start with, we have our ingredient. We've got our oxtail, which has been cut up, allspice or pimento. We have some fresh onion and scotch bonnet. We have some fresh ginger, spring onion, garlic, thyme, some gravy browning and some soy sauce. To start with, we want to season and marinate this oxtail overnight. And add in the soy sauce, followed by the garlic, our ginger which I've grated, some onions that I've chopped up, a scotch bonnet, I've just left that whole, and some black pepper which I'm just crushing in fresh here, our allspice which I've ground, then the fresh thyme and some sea salt. So that's all of the seasonings. So just using your hands, just massage that in, rub it all over the meat, and then once everything is coated, we want to cover it in some cling film, leave it in the fridge. I'm marinating this overnight because I want it to be super tasty. Once it's marinated overnight, it's ready to be cooked. So in our pan here, we're going to add some oil, and we're going to start off with our brown sugar because the brown sugar gives it a subtle sweetness and also like this nice caramelly flavour. So just add that to the oil and we're going to watch it just start to burn a little. When it gets like this, it's ready for the meat to be added. Don't let it go too dark. So next you want to just drop in your oxtail. So just add everything into the pan. And then just let the oxtail coat in the sugar and it just starts to brown it off basically. Start stirring that around and just let everything coat all over. So that bowl that we marinated the meat in has a lot of flavour left in it. So I'm just going to add some water to that. And then this is the liquid we're going to add to the pan to start with. So once you've added that, just bring it up to the boil. And then we are going to leave this to cook. So I'm going to put the lid on and I'm going to give this about 2 hours. So whilst our oxtail is cooking, we can get started on our rice. I'm making it from scratch here with soaked peas, everything, because I feel like that's the best way. Our ingredients are dry kidney beans, some scotch bonnet, thyme, bay leaves, coconut or salt and sugar. So to start with, you want to soak these peas overnight. You can use the canned ones, but it tastes so much better when you soak them. When you soak them, they'll double in size like this. And then we want to boil them and basically cook them fully. So I'm just going to put this pot onto the stove with some water, bring it to the boil, and to cook them it takes about an hour until they're soft. So once they're soft, we can start to flavour this water. So we've got all our other additional ingredients here, starting off with the salt and sugar. Then we want to add our coconut and then just give that a stir until the coconut dissolves, because that's like the base of the rice water, seasoned now. Then we just want to drop in our thyme, scotch bonnet and bay leaves. And then just bring that up to the boil again. Now I've got some just regular easy cooked rice here. Just want to give that a quick wash to remove any excess starch and then add the rice to the pan. Once you've added it into the pan, just give it one last mix through. This just makes sure that the peas are evenly kind of incorporated in the rice before we give it its final cook. So just put the lid on, bring it to the boil. Once it's boiling, turn the heat down so it's low enough that it's just simmering, because now we just want the liquid to evaporate. This should take about 15 to 20 minutes. So if we have a look here, all of the liquid is gone and it's just the steam now. So if you just leave this until you're ready to serve it, the rice is basically done. So now back to the oxtail. So 2 hours later, here we are. And we just want to add the last few ingredients to finish this off. So now we can add the browning, because that will give it an even darker, richer colour. It's already dark from the soy sauce and the sugar, but it just makes it even darker. But this is optional. Then we want to add our butter beans. So I've got some pre-cooked ones here. You can just use them out of the can, drain off the liquid, and then we can drop those in. Mix that through. Be careful, because if your meat is really tender now as well, you don't want it to start breaking up. We want to add a little bit of tomato paste as well. This just makes the sauce extra rich. And lastly, we're just going to chop up some fresh spring onion and then just drop those in. And we just want to leave this to reduce a little bit more. As you can see, it's quite watery. So once it reduces, you're going to get that really thick, rich gravy. Now that the oxtail is finished and the rice is cooked as well, this is ready to be served. So these are going to be plated up just like this. And here we have it. Oh my God. And that is our oxtail and butter beans. So as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do try this, please share your pictures with me, and also let me know in the comments if there's any other recipes that you would like me to cook. Until the next time, peace and love.